I'm at a property at the moment that is getting some high furniture put in for our photography and videos, and of course the first open home, and that inspired me to do an episode on styling. How important is styling when you're selling your home? We're going to talk about it today, so stay tuned. This episode of On The Market, we have a special guest with us, Bayley from Zenza Interiors, who's going to give us her top tips and advice on styling your home. Melissa, how are you?
I'm well, how are you, Kevin?
Really good, long time no see.
I know, it's been a while.
We've got lots of questions for you today, so let's get straight into it.
Let's do it.
Great, Melissa. So first question, tell us a bit about yourself and the company.
So Zenza's been around for nearly 10 years now.
Wow.
We've been doing a lot of property styling, furniture hire, commercial hire, and we've recently just launched our Zenza Property Services division. So we're pretty much an end-to-end company now that can help you from everything to do with the lick of paint to the property, right through to the gardening, styling, and
carpets,
everything. Yeah, anything in between.
So next question is, why should someone style their home before they go on the market? What are the benefits?
Well, benefits of styling, where do I even start? I mean, we are so lucky as stylists to have a plethora of stock in our warehouse. It's kind of great to just go shopping every day and pick from our wide range of stock.
My wife would love that.
Yeah. Well, the benefits of styling your home. Obviously, a house full of beautiful furniture that we've taken careful consideration into picking, focusing on things like artwork and, you know, the furniture selections that we choose. They all play a part in creating emotions for a buyer, and that's the most important thing. A buyer's going to walk into a house and get that emotion and that feel from a house.
And hopefully they can imagine themselves living in that home. Yes.
Yeah, and I guess, you know, we're also fortunate enough that this is what we do every day, it's our bread and butter. So we know the suburbs, we know the market, we know your buyer, and we really tailor each and every home according to the buyer for that area, and take into account, you know, the style of the home and who's going to buy the house and what furniture might they live with, and again, it creates that emotional response.
Absolutely. So Melissa, we're about to walk into one of the bedrooms, and you are going to give us a quick snapshot of what this room was like before you styled it, and now you can obviously see what it looks like now. So what's been done to this room?
So basically here, Kevin, what we've done is we've used the client's existing bed head, which is a black leather. So I really wanted to sort of pick up some blacks in through the artwork and the lamps that we've chosen, even right down to the bed sides. So we've got artwork up here with a black seatbelt chair.
Nice detail.
Pop of colour as well over here.
And the black jeans as well.
Yeah.
Part of the styling.
Not part of the styling,
Not
guys.
part of the styling. Please remove the jeans. So Melissa, my next question for you, from a vendor's perspective, when I meet, say for example, I've just met a vendor and they've told me that, Kevin, I want to style my property. I give you a call. What happens from there?
We grab the client's details off you and we give them a ring, introduce ourselves and set up a time to meet the vendor at the home and have a look through the property. We walk in and we go through each room and we make lots of notes about what we could add to the property. We will then develop a quote and send it to the client, and if we're accepted, which fingers crossed we are, job gets done. We're allocating teams and stylists and putting selections together following design meetings. It's quite a laboured process.
Of course,
but we take our time. We really focus on spending enough time to hand over the notes, make sure that we're taking everything into consideration, and making sure that we are putting the right furniture in that's going to attract the right buyer for the property.
So once the quote's been accepted, we set a date. Once the date's set in and a time is set in, you go in and start the process.
Of course,
For a standard 4-bed, 2-bath home, how long would it generally take if you had to style the whole property?
We generally allow sort of between 3 to 4 hours. We want the stylist to be able to work with the property that we've got, work with the furniture that we've got, and make really careful and considered decisions.
So once the styling is in, the photos, videos, everything's done, do you have a tip for families, because assuming they'll be using your furniture as if it's their own and be living there, how do they get it ready to the standard that you had it for the photos and videos before and open for inspection?
We tend to tell our clients the iPhone. Whatever camera you have in your house, iPhone.
It's up there with oxygen.
Or the Samsung people we might polarise them.
Stick to iPhone.
I know.
We don't like Samsung.
I know. The iPhone is the best thing. Take a photo of the space that was styled so you can replicate the styling. And I've also, showed them the little karate chop tip that we have for all the cushions. So, it's really easy just to replicate just through taking a photo.
What's the karate chop trick? Can you show it to us?
I will show it to you. It's
great.
Just got your cushion and then you just karate chop in the middle.
So, the amount of buyers and sellers I meet that have seen the work you do, and I get asked the question all the time, how do I make my home look like this? So what are Melissa's top 5 tips if you wanted to style your own home?
I guess my number 1 tip is to declutter.
Yeah.
We want to create space, simple living. A second tip, I guess, going into that is when we are choosing furniture, we make sure that we choose a really cohesive look. So, for example, like what we've done in this room, I've picked a lampshade and base there to tie into the coffee table here.
And similar coloured.
On the pot plant, I've also picked up accents of black in the butterfly chair to the lampshade and the art. So yeah, cohesion, I guess. Yeah. And that's the benefit of hiring a stylist, is that we'll think about all of those things.
Of course. Tip number 3?
Tip number 3, I guess it goes a little bit into the selections that we make. Here you can see we've picked a pretty well-proportioned furniture. There's nothing worse than stepping into a property and seeing
an oversized entertainment unit that takes up 40% of the room.
It just helps the buyer to see the space that they could live in, how they could live in it, where they would put their sofa, where they would put their entertainment unit and TV, that they could fit some art above here. There isn't a room for an armchair and some greenery. So yeah, having things in proportion and scale to the rooms is really, really important too.
Fantastic. Tip number 4?
Probably add some interest. I guess that's a no-brainer, but it can be really difficult for people. So selecting a really pretty bit of art that's got a bit of interest, or something that might generate a bit of a discussion. Make the property feel like a home.
Yeah. And tip number 5?
I guess the most important tip for me is to freshen up the home.
Yes.
Coat of paint does wonders. Replace your light fittings. Just look at your hardware and your doors. All the things that you think are just the tiniest details really do add up to just create a really cohesive, modern, fresh look for the house.
So that could include blinds,
curtains,
repaint the fencing, perhaps as little as a letterbox at the front, maybe.
Oil the decking.
Okay.
All that sort of stuff.
Fantastic. And I believe we have a bonus tip as well.
Bonus tip, I guess. The benefit of having us come in and style your home is that we can create a wonderful open for inspection experience for all the buyers. And we really, really aim just to create just an open plan, decluttered, simple yet effective and beautiful styling in every home.
A last question for you.
Yep.
How much should someone spend on styling their home?
Well, I guess at Zenza, all of our packages are pretty much customised to the homes that we style. So you could be looking at spending anything from $2,000 to $10,000, and then if you're adding property works to it, could go a little bit higher. But in saying that, you're spending the money on your home. It's a return on an investment for you,
of course.
And it's going to make the home look better, attract more buyers, get more interest, and the only person that really benefits is you guys at the end. So it's the vendor. So
the home looks nice, people fall in love, they compete, and we all know what happens at Olympics with a bit of competition. Records get broken, and that's what we're trying to achieve here. Thank you again so much for your time today.
So welcome.
And we look forward to doing some more work with you in the future.
Yeah, it'd be great. Thank you so much.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of On The Market. If you've got any friends, family, or anyone else that you think might get some value out of it, please tag them in the comment section below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and like our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. If you've got any topics you'd like us to do a video on, please mention that in the comment section below as well. We look forward to seeing you at the next episode.